Yeah, so if you're watching this, it means that you definitely clicked the link to learn how to build a community. And I'll make this very simple and short and concise and precise as well to help you with the basic knowledge of how you can build a community. And I am also pretty sure that the reason why you clicked on the link is because you have been trying to get a community started, maybe at some point in time or the other, and you've not been successful at doing it. So let's kickstart. What do I start with first? Is what a community is. A community is a group of people who share the same ideology, such with what you're doing, or it's a group of people, persons who share the same concept, the same ideology, and are working towards a common goal. Now, the reason why having a community is very important for whatever you're building is that it serves as a stronghold to help you go viral with whatever you're doing. A community serves as a leverage too as well with whatever you're building. And companies thrive on communities. Brands thrive on community. Tesla is a brand, but Tesla is thriving because there is a community, and it's a very, very strong community. So the thing is, how do you start a community from scratch without experience, or let's say you even have experience? I would also still state this, which is also very important. You can build communities on whatever platform you want to build. So let me just give you the platforms here you can build your communities. One, you can build communities on Facebook through Facebook groups or Facebook pages. You can build communities via email through email newsletters. You can build a community on Twitter through threads and giving a sense of like putting out your personality out there for people to believe in whatever you're doing. You can build a community too on Instagram based on your personal brand or whatever brand you're building. You can build a community too on WhatsApp. I have an active community on WhatsApp. I have an active community on Facebook, but I also have an active community of hundreds of people via my email. So the thing is, what community works best for you? You also need to ask yourself that question. But before you even ask yourself the question of what community works best for you, you must also be able to answer the question of what are you offering? Yes, what are you offering? Like, you need to be able to properly define what you are offering before you can even say what community works best for you. So what are you offering in two simple sentences? Just write it down. Like, I am giving value in the edtech industry. I'm giving this value. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. A lot of people cannot clearly define what they are doing or what they are offering. So it's impossible to have a community around yourself because you cannot build anything around what you don't know you exist. So firstly, define what you're offering. Next is simple. Create a buyer persona to know the type of people that will definitely be in your community. So create a buyer persona. You can check what a buyer persona is on Google, and you can create one for yourself. Then the next thing is to know the channel that works best for you. So now you've already known what you have to offer. The next thing is what channel works best for you. I would say one of the easiest channels to use is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is free, WhatsApp has no stress, and WhatsApp is so easy to use. Like, you can just quickly update your status and stuff. And to build a community on WhatsApp, it just requires that you have a sense of content, like you have a philosophy around what you're doing. Like, it still boils down to what you're offering, but you need to build a brand around it. A lot of you don't know how to build a brand around what you're doing. You need to learn how to build a brand around what you're doing. Your brand needs to have a personality, a real personality. Like, it needs to speak something. So you must be able to have, put a philosophy behind your personality, that okay, fine, I stand for whoever is having mental issue. I stand for whoever is I stand for child trafficking. I stand for this. I stand for content creation. I stand for so and so value. I stand for the edtech world and the like. So you need to have that as well. Then the next thing is to begin to give out value. People want to rush processes. Before you build a community, the first thing you need to do is to give out value and observe the kind of people that respond to whatever you have to do. I started building my community on Facebook and WhatsApp first. I was giving out value. With time, people begin to know what you're doing. That way, you're starting a community. you're not growing a community. There's a difference between starting and growing. You're starting a community because one, they are beginning to get aware of what you're doing, and you don't need to use every platform at the same time. Start with WhatsApp, then any other platform that feels best for you. Because the thing is, I cannot tell you what platform is going to work best for you based on what you're offering. But if you have things that you're going to be writing, maybe use Facebook, use Twitter. If you have videos, then maximize YouTube and maximize Instagram. But be pushing out content in line with what you have as a value. That way, people are aware of what you have. Then the next thing is to be real with them. Try to communicate with them as a person. Try to inform them that you care about them, that you are aware of whatever they are facing. Like, a lot of people begin to push out content based on what they have in their head, but they don't also picture the fact that they are communicating with people. So there is a bridge in the gap. They become your audience, and there is a difference between audience and the community. Audience are people that are accepting what you are giving out, and they are like, thumbs up, I'll use this today. Community is like, oh, this is this person sharing what matters to my heart, sharing what is very valuable to me, sharing what is going to help me. So that is a community. Choose whichever one you want to go for, but I wouldn't advise you go for audience. But you start with audience first, and next you go for community. So I would say that the next thing to do is to begin to get to interact, attract, engage, get to engage with them, understand their problems, chat them up, comment. When they make comments, reply their comments in the comment section. Try to push things that you know that they are personal to them. That way, you're building a community. This video is not all about how you can grow, build a standard community, how you can start a community at first, like how you can build a community from scratch. And I already told you that first thing first is to have the value you're offering. Next is to choose the channel where you want to begin to post it. And believe you me, or mind you, these things will not work if there is no consistency. Community goes around consistency. Before people get to accept you, you must have proven that you're an authority in that field. That is why consistency is just so important. So you need to understand that you have to stay consistent if you want to grow a community. Let's say this is going to be the end of this video, and you're already subscribed to my email wherever you're watching this. I'm going to be dropping more updates on this as time moves on, but I'll tell you that building in public is one of the best ways to grow your community. Building in public is the best way to grow your community. And what building in public means is you are talking about your process, the journey, and giving out value in order to build people, in order to buy people into what you're doing, in order to buy their mind, buy their loyalty. And if you don't know how to build in public, the best thing is you need to go to now is to go get the course, because I've put everything there step by step on the building public visibility strategy. I put the marketing channels you can use and how to go about them, how to use multiple marketing channels at the same time, how to build a buyer persona. I've explained all of those things there. So it is very advisable that you go get it in order to learn how to build a community, and how to build a community by building in public to get validation at the same time, get people to use your products or get people to buy your services. So till next time, just stay in touch. Always check your email, because once in a while I'll pop in there with latest information. But go get the course, go check the email. You'll definitely see it in the email where you should get the course, and watch and learn and apply and get results. Thank you.